Hello, everybody. Welcome to, what is it, April the 11th edition of Sunday Sessions. I hope you guys are ready for an amazing next hour. We have Natasha Willoughby joining us. She is going to be amazing. I'm going to do a quick little interview with her. When I say quick, it might go 15, 20 minutes. We'll see. And then from there, we're going to share a Zoom link. And if you want to click on the Zoom link, we will bring you into our Zoom meeting, and we will do little mini readings. They're going to, when I say mini readings, I'm talking they're going to be 2 to 5 minutes, 2 to 4 minutes even. We keep it nice and short so we can get as many as we possibly can in. And get as many people that we can through our system, which is nice. I am going to pop over and invite Natasha into our Zoom meeting. So without further ado, we're going to bring Natasha in. Hello, Natasha. Welcome to Sunday Sessions. How are you? I am doing fantastic. I want to thank you again for taking the time. I know you're a busy mom, and I appreciate your giving an hour to me and our viewers. That is awesome. Why don't we just jump right into it? Why don't you tell everybody who is Natasha? I was gonna use your maiden name. Did you hear that? There was the F word there. Just so everybody knows, Natasha and I go way back. We've known each other, I think we figured out 14 years, almost 15 years. We met when I was running Shoppers Drug Mart, and Natasha was the real boss. She was my assistant, and then when I left, she took over the store. And then when she left, they closed the damn store down. Anyways, tell everybody about Natasha. Who's Natasha? Oh, Natasha, sorry, I'm going to interrupt you. Everybody's saying they can't see or hear you. Interesting. What is going on? Yeah. I'm going to try stop sharing the screen, and I'm going to try sharing it again. That's interesting. Share. Oh, I bet you because I didn't click that one. Now let's bring up this here. How about now, everybody? Hopefully you can hear and see Natasha.
Can't see or hear.
Can you now? Let's just give it a sec, Natasha. My apologies. You know me in technology.
Now Shelby says she can't see you.
Oh, isn't that weird? That is so bizarre. Because it was working.
Oh, there we go. I think everybody can see and hear us now.
Oh, people are. I can
Shelby
see you both now.
Yeah.
No, we can't. One says yes.
Okay, I'm confused.
I'm thinking they can hear us and see us. Okay, I'm going to ask one person, Pam. Can you see us, Pam? Yes, we can. Okay, everybody can see us now.
Okay. Oh, I was
getting worried there.
I don't know.
It's like, holy. Okay, so let's start right from the beginning. Hi, Natasha.
Apparently. We like to do this twice. That's us. Yeah.
So welcome to Sunday Sessions, because nobody heard any of that rambling from us. Might be a good thing.
Maybe now I can fix what I said.
There you go. So Natasha and I have known each other for 14, 15 years. We used to work together at Shoppers Drug Mart. She was my right-hand person. I was going to say man, and I would have gotten in big trouble. She was my right-hand person there. And then when I left, she took over the store. And when she left, they closed the damn store down. So I blame Natasha for Shoppers Main Street closing.
Live without me. What can I say?
Anyways, tell us about yourself, Natasha. Who is Natasha?
All right, I feel a little bit of deja vu here.
Yeah,
but I'm
I think I heard this before.
And I work full time with Employed by Angels since August of 2020 is when I joined on. And I had my, I'll call it reawakening about 3 years ago now. Maybe
Oh, wow.
more.
Okay.
Yeah, no, maybe 3.5 years. And it's been quite a ride.
That's awesome.
I don't really know what to fill in the middle there. It's just, it's been a lot of ups and downs and sideways and backwards. And
But isn't that the way it's supposed to be? I mean,
and,
a spiritual awakening isn't supposed to just be, oh, look, the light turned on. I see the light.
Oh, man, not even. I was not prepared, and I think that was for the better.
Well, I mean, I wasn't prepared for what happened to me. I mean, so I get what you're saying, definitely. Now, you mentioned Employed by Angels. What is, for people who don't know, because a lot of people on here don't know who Employed by Angels is or what they do, what you're all about.
Yeah, it's a spiritual business that we focus mostly on healing and training others. And we're based right here in Airdrie, Alberta, for anybody that's know where Airdrie is, because that's lots.
Not Scotland.
Yeah, not Scotland, yes. And we do actually a lot of different things. Kim Wirch is the main face of Employed by Angels, and she does remote healings, which I sit in on with her a lot of times. She also teaches a lot of classes too. So Reiki, she also does Akashic Records. We do a lot of side classes too. And then I also do mediumship sessions, and then I do Akashic Records training as well, or not training, sorry, healing/readings.
Cool. I'm gonna kind of take you back and kind of pick your brain on each one of those. You said remote healing.
Yes.
For people who don't know, like, I know what it is, so it makes total sense when you say it. But there's a lot of people that they go, remote healing, what the fudge are you talking about? Notice I said fudge. I'm cleaning up my language for Facebook. Yes. Facebook doesn't like it when we swear, apparently.
I know. I don't know why.
I don't get it. So remote healing, what is it? What do you do?
So it's a 45-minute session, and Kim is definitely a healer of all healers type. I can't even explain it half the time.
No.
And it's not, most people just think, oh, it's Reiki, but she does, the term we use is psychic healing. Basically, you come to us for 45 minutes. I'm doing a lot of the channeling and the Akashic Records rewrites or whatever you need. That's all your past lives that are affecting you. And then she does your entire spiritual body. She cleans out your Akashic Records so I can read them better. You leave there kind of feeling a little different.
I remember the first time, and I was lucky. I live in Airdrie, and before everything was shut down, I was able to come for my first session in person with both Natasha and Kim. And when she says you leave different, she isn't kidding. You literally, I was vibrating. I came home and I'm only 10 minutes away. And I looked at Allison and I was like, oh my gosh, you should feel my hands. They're like vibrating. It's amazing because she does not only Akashic Records and aligns your chakras and everything else, but she also gets into medical issues as well. That's what she did for me.
Yeah, physical healing.
Healing. Thank you.
Yes.
Which is amazing. If you guys get a chance and you're interested, look up employedbyangels.com. Everything is on there, or you can go on Facebook. If you like memes and you like to laugh, go on Employed by Angels on Facebook. It's one of my favorite pages to go on because it makes me laugh every single day, about 100 times a day, because there's memes being posted constantly.
Yes, we're really good at that.
Yes.
I swear we're busy at work.
No, I don't know if they are, because I think all they do is post memes on Facebook. But
Yeah, and it's a really safe place for a lot of people that are just awakening. We monitor it very closely, so
yes,
it's just nice.
it's also a good place to ask questions, and I've used it
Yes.
when I first started to ask questions on channeling and whatnot. And it's good to get different perspectives from different people. So, and especially people who have been there and done that. I would never ask somebody directions to somewhere they've never been. So it's always good to ask people who've been there and have done it. So again, that's employedbyangels.com or just Employed by Angels on Facebook, or do both.
And we do post upcoming events, and like everything is up to date on there. It's a really good place to kind of know what we do and what's going on and what's coming up next.
Exactly. Now, you touched on Akashic Records, and I've talked about Akashic Records in my Sunday sessions before, because I have number one right there. I have Akashic Records number one. And it was really funny because when I took my Akashic Records, when I said I was going to take them, I thought I would take this course and I'd be able to read everybody's Akashic Record, and I was going to be the Akashic Record king. And holy crap, there's so much more to it.
Yeah.
So in a layman's terms, please, layman's terms, keyword, layman's terms, what is your Akashic Records?
So your Akashic Records are basically an energetic imprint of it resides right above your higher self. Here's you, here's your higher self, here's your Akashic Records. Quite expansive.
Yes.
And basically, yeah, it's an energetic imprint of everything that makes up you from the moment you were created. I'm not talking about in this lifetime. I'm talking about when you were created, however, there's no time, way before even Earth was around. And basically everything you've done, every incarnation, every emotion, any event is recorded in there. And that's basically
awesome.
Makes you up.
Excellent explanation. Probably the best I've heard. You mentioned something there, so I want to touch on it, because if I don't, I'm going to forget about it. You said when you were created, and then you were going to put a timeline on it, and I get that a lot when I'm doing a session. Somebody will go, "Well, I've been called an old soul before. Does that mean like I'm older? My soul is older than other souls?" How do you explain that?
I can actually explain that.
Yes.
So all souls were created at the same time.
Yes.
Okay. So no soul is created newer or older than another soul. They were all created at the same time. What it means for older souls is just you've been incarnating on Earth longer than other places. So we meet what we call new souls, but they're not new. They're just new to Earth, and they're hilarious. I love them. They're just so innocent and happy, and I'm like, oh, you haven't been here long enough.
You're so cute.
Fun here. Yeah, so that's the difference.
It was really funny because I was doing a session and I did one with my mother and daughter, and the daughter was a very old soul, mom was a newbie, and it was so obvious, right? And I'm like, can I tell you something that will make you really laugh? And so I told her, you should see the mom's face. She goes, I knew it.
True. It's very true.
Right. But you can tell. You can just feel it.
Oh, well, the minute I connect in with them, I'm like, okay, I know what's good.
That's awesome. That is so much. That's fun.
Sorry, don't let that fool you, though, because they probably had many incarnations on maybe another planet that they would be an old soul on.
And yeah, no, I'm not going to go there, because that could take another hour by itself, guys.
We can be here till tomorrow.
People are like, no, go there. I want to know. And I'm like, no, you don't want to know. I don't even know. I don't get it yet. I don't want to get it. And I've had many discussions with my guides, and they're like, no, you're not ready for that. Just baby steps. Right. And so I'm like, okay, I'm learning. It's like, okay, I don't need to know everything.
I'm still learning.
And you know what? And that's the biggest thing. I mean, I'm 56 years old. And when I jumped into this, honestly, when I first took level 1, the idea was I could turn this shit off. That was the reason I took it. And now it's like 24/7, here I go. Right. Totally different. So you do mediumship. most of the people who are on here are going to know what mediumship is. But just again, if there's somebody who hasn't experienced a medium, how do you describe a mediumship?
Basically, medium is kind of exactly what the term says. So a client will come to me and they want to connect to a loved one that has passed over to the astral realm. And basically, I'm the in-between person. So they're talking to me. I've got the soul, I'll bring them close to me just because it's easier to chat with them. And basically, they talk through me.
Right.
Especially if they're not awakened yet and they don't have those skills to connect yet. So
I'm glad you mentioned that, because is it a gift, or can anybody learn how to do what we do?
I wouldn't use the term anybody. I guess that one it's too blanketed.
Mm-hmm.
But yes, many people can definitely learn how to channel souls from the other side. Right. I mean, Evan basically just said he went to go turn it off, and now here he is every Sunday doing.
And anybody that's listening that knew me before 2020, Natasha, when she found out I took channeling 1, I bet you she just fell off her office chair.
I said some few choice words. I was like, fudge.
What the fudge?
I was blown away. So yes, anybody.
And literally, when I found out that you were working with Kim, it was Ellison was taking a course. I don't know what course. It's probably one of empath course. And she comes running down the stairs. She goes, "You'll never guess who's helping you." And I'm like, "Who?" And she goes, "Natasha." I'm like, "Natasha who?" And she goes, "Natasha, your old assistant." And I was like, "She is not." So it was the same reaction, because we were different people then.
Oh, very.
Right?
Oh, very. We're key examples of what happens when you go through a spiritual awakening. You're basically just going back to finding yourself.
Yeah, I mean, we still have the same personality. I'm still goofy.
Personality doesn't change. We just shed a lot of the trauma.
Yeah. That's a good word for it. That's actually a really good word for it.
It is.
Yes. Leads me right into what I want to talk about, because this one's big for me. And I want to do more of it with you guys, is the infinity healing sessions you do.
Yes.
Do you do them once a month? Is that correct?
Yeah, every single month we do. Now the date is not set.
It changes up.
Tuesday night or Thursday night, or it could be the third week of the month, but it is.
But it's always a weeknight.
It is. It's always Tuesday or Thursday evening.
Tuesday or Thursday evening. It's 1 hour?
It
or
goes
2?
7 to about 8:15-ish.
Okay. What do you do?
I don't do them with Kim, but Ken does. So
right.
Ken Lewicki, who teaches channeling.
Who we've interviewed before on this show.
Yeah, so Kim and Ken do those. And basically it's a group healing session. So you sign up. It's very cost effective too. It's great. Like, it's $42, and you could literally have the whole neighborhood on the same screen. It's not per person. It's per I don't know what you call it.
Per screen.
Yeah, per screen. So if you want to have 20 people behind you, which with COVID you can't really do. But
yes.
It's the whole family. And basically Kim does group healing. We usually do themes. So the one coming up next week on the 15th is around fears.
Oh, huge one. That's one I'm going to join. Yeah.
Huge. Yes. And they'll go through the Akashic records and through your whole body and just.
Well, it was really funny, because when I first heard that what Kim does through these infinity healings, she also does house clearings and all kinds of stuff remotely. And I was like, come on, I got to be there. You got to lay hands on me to heal me. Come on now. I'm telling you, after that very first infinity healing session Ellison and I went to, I felt something. And I can't explain it. I couldn't put it into words if I tried, but to say I was affected.
Yes.
In a good way. Sorry, I should make sure. Yeah. I was affected in a good way.
Positive. You had results, right?
I had results. It was, yeah. So, again, it's not expensive. What is it? 40 some odd dollars? $42 per session. And was there a yearly membership?
Yeah. So there is. We just brought this out a few weeks ago.
Yes.
So it's an Employed by Angels membership, and it's $399 for the year. plus GST.
Yeah.
And you are automatically signed up from the month that you start your membership for 12 months. Every single Infinity Healing you're automatically signed up for, and you'll automatically get the link sent to you every month. And even if you can't attend, you're still included, because she doesn't actually have to see you. You just have to be included. And then you get some bonuses. You get 10% off a one-on-one remote session with Kim and I, one-time use. And then a one-time use of 10% off of our mentorship that we offer our clients, or students, I should say.
Yes. And
then you get 10% off of any courses you want to sign up for.
And that's all, those 10% are all one-time.
Yes. And then it's all included with the membership.
If anybody's got a calculator, go 42 times 12. You'll see that the $399 is just for if you're going to do the Infinity Healings, it doesn't make sense not to do the yearly membership. You've already made money.
Yeah.
Or sorry, made money. You saved money.
You saved money.
You already made money. No, you saved money.
Not that good.
Yeah, exactly. So it's funny because I think this is the only industry I can think of where everybody helps each other out. It's bizarre because, like, my full-time job, I sell cars. I would never share I would never share screen time with someone selling a Dodge. It wouldn't make sense to do that. Yet here I am. Natasha does what I do, and I'm sharing screen time with her. Why? Because we need more people like us. There's how many billion people on Earth? Everybody needs what we offer.
Yeah.
That sounds really cocky, but it's not.
No, it's just, the world is slowly awakening more and more.
It is.
But they need people like us to guide them, right? I mean,
if Kevin Hughes got awakened, it's time for everybody. I had to lighten it up. Oh, that's awesome.
You said it, not me.
I should have said if Kevin and Natasha were awakened.
No, Kevin.
But I mean, it's true though, because when I think back, and I've thought about it a lot, when we were at Shoppers Drug Mart, weren't you and Robin doing tarot cards at one time through that time?
Well, that's why I always say reawakening. I would think I was starting to go through awakening.
Yeah.
And then I stopped again, but I was doing tarot card reading.
I do remember that.
Yeah.
And I thought, you freaking nuts, man, freaking cards.
I thought the same thing, and that's why I stopped, because I was like, no, I'm not doing anything.
Here, smoke another one. We'll pull a card.
And even blame it on that.
Well, and it's funny because it's just, I look back now and I think of some of the things I used to say, but I was still very spiritual. I still, because of things that happened through my life, which I won't go into detail because I've said it so many times on these shows, that I still had that. I knew I was spiritual, but it was like, I can't do it because it's too weird.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, you and I had some conversations back in those days of spirits and what we had experienced. So, it was there. We just
saw dead people.
Yeah, we saw dead people.
Right.
But that was it. We just didn't know what to do with it. Right?
Well, yeah. Well, that's why when I took this course, it was like I could turn dead people off. Yeah, the dead channel. It's going to do no. Damn. That's not what it's about.
I was the opposite. I was kind of like, let's get this going.
No, I had no, nothing to do, never thought I would have a sideline business doing readings where I've done hundreds of readings now. Never thought I'd be doing a show on YouTube and Facebook. It's bizarre. Speaking of seeing dead people, this one always comes up and I never know really how to answer it. And I think you are probably one of the better people. And I always say things that go bump in the night. Should we be afraid? Is there things to be afraid of? Should we fear? How do you, when you have a client and they're like, I wake up and I feel like someone's trying to hold me down, or how do you explain that?
Okay.
There was two things there, wasn't there?
Yeah, I was like, I don't really explain it. I deal with it because none of them should be
yes.
being touched in any way. So usually I've already dealt with that soul, and then I'm like, okay, anyways, moving on. What's next?
But is it always a soul?
Yeah, most of the times it is.
Yes.
I'm gonna say beings coming to affect humans
Doesn't happen.
not as high as people would like to seem.
Yeah, it's not the Hollywood.
No, it's usually a soul, and I would say most of the time you don't have to be worried. Most of the time it's your guides trying to reach out to you, but they won't scare you though.
No.
So make sure you know that they'll come in very gentle and soft. They're there to support you. They're not there to, to be afraid of. Sometimes it's just a lost soul and they need help.
Yes.
And I will say that is a service that it's not a service. That's a job of mine I do for free. Okay. So if you think you have a lost soul in your home, please message me and I will cross them over right away, because being lost is not good. It's
the most amazing feeling to help a soul cross over. It's I've done it twice with help, and it's just
yes.
Yeah.
And they need to be crossed over. Being stuck in between is not good for them. So please, if you think you're having more than just some soul visiting you.
Oh God, you're gonna have 35,000 messages now.
Not too bad. Most of the time I'm like, no, that's just a loved one visiting, because loved ones do visit a lot.
And most of the time when you're kind of freaked out at night, when you wake up and you feel something near you, it's not your guides, it's not a lost soul, it's a loved one kind of going, hello.
Yeah, because you are quiet and calm. You're not distracted. They're thinking like, this will be the best time to get a hold of them. No.
I'm sleeping. I've made a deal with most of my loved ones now is, you can come in through the day and I'll have conversations with you. You come in at night, I'm going to be cranky.
Yeah, it's called, you can set boundaries. You can say, please do not visit me while I'm sleeping. They will. I promise they will.
Yes.
Yes, I set boundaries in my beginning days.
It was tough at first because it was like nonstop.
Constant.
The hardest one, and I will ever be indebted to Natasha for this one, is my mom. She doesn't have boundaries. She's just like, Kevin, stop. And I'm like, she doesn't. Ask Natasha. When did my mom come see you?
Like last fall.
Was it fall? Yeah, I guess no.
Yep.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Tell the story.
I was doing a night in the astral realm presentation. It wasn't a workshop. And basically we invited a certain amount of people because I need enough time to channel for every single one. And so they were coming, this is when we were allowed in person still. So they were coming over, about 10 of you, I think.
Yeah.
And basically I was channeling someone for each of them. Well, that morning I was trying to get ready for work. So this is like 6:30 in the morning, and I'm brushing my teeth and I'm like, okay, who's here? So I get a reaction. It's my right shoulder. I always know when someone's here. I'm like, oh, what's going on? So I'm like, okay, who's here? Thinking like I have some work to do or something. And then I was like, so I channeled right away and I was like, oh, you're Kevin's mother. And she's like, yeah. And I was like, yes. She's like, well, I want to talk to my son. I'm like, well, that's 12 hours from now. And she's like, well, no, I need to do it. And I was like, no.
No.
I'm like, he is not here right now and I'm not calling him. That's common when I do mediumship. Very common.
It's funny because when I have a client book, when I'm at work, I'm in an office by myself a lot of times, and I'll have their loved ones come to me prior to their session. I'll be like, no, not now.
But there's no concept of time in the astral realm. So they just can sense that it's coming, but there's no like clock down there.
They don't go by the 24-hour clock or the 12-hour clock. They don't do anything like that.
Exactly.
Their time frame, I mean, it's I tried to get it explained to me through my guides, and they're like, you can't understand it. It's nothing in your understanding would be able to translate it.
You'll remember when you go back one day. It'll all come back to you. But right now, it's like human brains can't understand what no time concept is.
Yes, exactly. It was funny because do you ever watch a show, Supernatural?
I've tried. I want to like it. I
really?
just cannot get into it.
I'm hoping I'm not ruining the show for anybody. So I'm going to give you 30 seconds to mute it. I'm not even going to give you that. I'm going to give you 10 seconds because in the very end, the very last episode, there's one of them crosses over and he ends up going for a drive. And he's just driving in on the other side. And the living one goes through life and becomes old. And they both meet on the bridge when they cross over. And this guy just went for like a short drive. You could just see it was just down a snap of a finger. And everything clicked in me. I was like, oh, goosebumps. Everything just made sense because there is no time there.
Time is irrelevant.
You don't sleep.
You don't sleep. You don't eat. There's no schedule. Time is just not there.
Yeah. And we can't, it's too hard to even try to comprehend, right?
That's okay.
Yeah, we're not supposed to. There's some things we're not supposed to comprehend. So, I'm just making sure we kind of mentioned it. You kind of crossed over it when you were talking about Kim doing healing, it's kind of like Reiki, but she doesn't really do Reiki. But you guys do teach. Or is it you guys, or is it Kim that teaches Reiki?
Kim does most of the teachings, just because, like you said, I'm still a mom to a very young.
She's got a toddler.
And my husband works weekends, so it's right now it's working, but Kim does most of the teaching. Sometimes I've been known to jump on a weekend or so.
I thought so. I thought I've seen you on there.
Is definitely the teacher. She knows. She's such a good teacher. I did all the courses with her.
And she'll teach. It'll be the first weekend is 1-2, Reiki 1 and 2.
1-2, and then the next weekend is 3 masters.
So it's just 3, and it's 3 days, or is it the masters 2 days?
So Reiki 1-2 is a Saturday, Sunday, and then you're certified after that. And then you would usually say give it a few weeks, and then we'll offer the 3 masters, and then that's a 2-day as well.
Okay, and then you become Master Violet Reiki.
No, I use Sui.
That's it. Thank you.
Master, and then after 3-4, when it's offered again, and if you would like to, you would do the Violet Flame Reiki.
Okay.
That's a 2-3 hour evening course. Sometimes she does them Saturdays.
Oh, okay.
And that's a more feminine energy. Is basically what that one is.
Because this whole industry is female dominated.
No, the Yusui is all the male energy. It's very.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't know that. Oh, okay.
So then when you get the Violet Flame, it's a contrast, and then you use both of them together.
Ah, gotcha. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about Reiki. Allison took it, and I'm like, makes no sense to me. I will probably end up taking it somewhere down the road.
It's to understand energy. It's really, even if you just take 1-2, it actually helps with your channeling because you really understand how to move energy and directly pull from source instead of using your own energy. You just really understand. She teaches you really well on how to understand energies.
Oh, awesome.
Yes.
Awesome. Yeah. Hey, Ellison, can you do me a favor and post the link for our Zoom? And if anybody wants a free mini reading, and trust me, they're going to be mini. When I say that, I'm 2 minutes or so. To try to get into way too much depth. We just don't have time for it right now. But you're more than welcome to look up Employed by Angels and book a session. Do you do hours or half hours? Or do you do both?
Mediumship is half hour.
Mediumship.
Just because don't hang around that long.
Yeah.
And then my Akashic healing / readings are 45 minutes.
Right. Perfect. And all your pricing is listed on your website.
Yes, the pricing, it's $73.50 for mediumship and then $140 for my Akashic.
Is that including GST or plus GST? Yeah, that's why it's that weird number.
Yeah.
It's like, that's a weird number. That makes sense. It was funny because I forget when I saw Ken post something for $42 and I was like, well, that's weird. Why not 40?
Yeah.
GST.
Yeah. It just makes it easier. Then it's just the total price.
Exactly. And you do the same thing I do with e-transfer for payment.
We will. It's all on the website. We do e-transfer. We do PayPal. We offer you PayPal invoices too if you want to pay that, especially for people in the States or overseas.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. So we're starting to get people lined up for mini readings. Oh, I'm looking forward to this one. This is a client of mine who I've done many readings for. So for once, I'm gonna shut up. Can you believe that?
What am I doing? Spirit guide, mediumship, akashic,
whatever the spirits tell you.
Okay.
Whatever. Holy, we got whatever. We got a whole list of people here. So don't make them long though.
Okay, I'll make them super.
Yeah, just go with whatever you feel.
Okay.
Whatever they feel they need, kind of idea.
Perfect.
I think would be the best. This person was first, so this is a client of mine who I've had many readings with. So I'm just going to shut up and let you.
All right.
Go.
Hi.
Hello.
How are you?
Good, how are you?
Good. I already got what you needed. So you need a past life reading. Let's see. Why do you need a past life reading? Something about missing your passion in your life.
Okay.
It's something that's blocking you getting to your passion in life, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense.
Okay, so what I'm going to do, I'm not just going to do readings. I'm going to clear it for you because I can't just see something that's blocking you and not fix it because that's not my nature. So what I'm going to do is called rewrite. So basically I'm going to rewrite that lifetime that's affecting you right now. Basically, you were starting to get into your passion. It was actually, you were like some kind of dancer. What was that?
That's surprising.
Yeah, a couple hundred years ago. You were a dancer, but I see what happened. Unfortunately, these never go well. You broke your leg and you never were able to pursue it fully, and it's been hindering you ever since. And you've got like some kind of block about finding your passion going forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to rewrite that for you so that the energy and the emotions aren't affecting you anymore. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. So probably doesn't make any sense, but I wrote the emotions around it and I kind of update it into your higher self. So what I do is I update it and then I pull it down into your spiritual body to help it update quicker.
That's awesome.
Hopefully that helps.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome, Kristen. That's cool.
Okay, I'm gonna stop for a second. I need to clear everybody that's coming in.
That's funny because I could feel that.
Yeah, I was like, oh, everybody's got like a lot of, Kristen, I will involve you too, even though I already did your reading. So I'm actually going to psychically clear everybody because everybody's coming in with a lot of hard to read. Okay, so everyone just close their eyes, take a deep breath, and I will just clear everybody.
We don't need it.
All right.
Awesome.
Way better. Yeah,
okay. Like, Kristen, thanks a lot.
Thank you so much, Kristen.
Oh, almost reported her to Zoom too.
Oh, Kevin, you gotta stop doing that.
Well, it comes up when you remove somebody. It comes up, report to Zoom.
I know.
It's so weird.
I just want to remove them.
I don't want to report them. They didn't do anything wrong. Okay. Do you want to know people's name as they come in?
Sure.
You can see them. Can you? You can see their names.
Yeah, I can see them. We have
Hi, Susan.
I don't see anybody, but I see
Susan. Are you with us? It's funny because Facebook is about 20 seconds behind.
It is.
Right.
Yeah.
So it's like, okay, turn everything off, Susan, and put your speakers on or your mic on. No.
Hopefully she can connect.
Oh, she's connecting to audio. Give her a few seconds here.
Yeah.
So when you do that clearing that you just did, are you able to describe what you did, like in ways that a brain like mine can understand?
Basically, I'm clearing anything that's stored in your spiritual body. So I'm clearing all that. So I'm just using source energy, and I'm coming in and I'm psychically pushing it all out.
Nice.
And then I actually go a step further and I delete all emotions created, all thoughts like created. You'll recreate them, don't worry. But just it helps you be a clear person to read. It
Makes
and it
sense.
makes you feel better too, because you're hanging on to all that stuff.
Well, yeah,
right?
exactly. Hey, Susan, can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, can you turn your camera on?
Somehow, yeah.
Should be on the bottom left of your screen, I think. There we go.
Hi, Susan.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
I'm actually there's a guide trying to get through to you already, because was already talking to me before he even really popped on. All right, let me see what he has to say. Okay, he talks a lot. I think he's your secondary guide. Secondary?
Okay.
No, primary. Sorry, that was my fault. Primary guide. And he is really trying to get your attention. He's very adamant. Something about you need to focus more on one thing. He says you kind of have your energies kind of scattered out everywhere, and it's causing a lot of kind of emotions in your life, if you want to put it that way, and that you need to kind of focus one thing at a time.
Okay.
And that will help with he's saying stress for sure, the overthinking, the not sleeping. Yeah. He says, yeah, you definitely need to just take one thing at a time. It's
Okay.
gonna help you out greatly on whatever it is that you're going through right now.
Perfect.
Yes.
Thank you.
You're very welcome.
That's awesome. Well done. Thank you. I felt that one. That was good.
Mm-hmm. That's a good one.
Yes. We're going to move on, and I'm not going to report you.
Good day. Good day.
It's a good day. And just so everybody knows, I'm just going randomly through the list. It's not first come, first serve. And it's always been like this. It's just I know who to go to next. Their name jumps off jumps off the screen at me. So I think you might know this person.
Oh, no, not her.
Oh, that was funny. I didn't know you knew her that well. That's hilarious.
Oh, just joking, Jen.
No, she's
Can't
not.
hear me, so it's great.
Yeah. Oh, she could probably hear you. She probably hasn't shut off Facebook yet.
Let's pretend she can't.
Okay. I think Jen was in one of my channeling courses.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I believe. I recognize the name. How can you forget the name, Zawak?
She is she's a spiritual nutritionist who actually works through.
Oh, maybe that's where I know the name from.
She's also the one who channels all the teas that we sell. That's all her. That's her.
Okay. Yes.
That's why I was giving her a hard time.
Yes. Okay. I knew the name, but I couldn't know
Yes.
why. Yes.
And you can book a one-on-one with her right through the Employed by Angels website. Right, it's right under the shop, and you can book with her a one-on-one.
And hi, Jen.
Hi, Jen.
We were talking about you while you were. I mean, we weren't talking about you.
No. I heard a little bit, but then I had to switch from Facebook to Zoom. So then whatever you said, I didn't hear. So we're good.
Jen, what?
That's hilarious. So you are a spiritual nutritionalist. I'm not even going to ask you what that is, because I'm going to send you a private message because
Perfect.
I want to maybe bring you on a Sunday session one day, because that sounds really interesting.
She'd be awesome. She's so knowledgeable, and she'd be great.
Awesome. Do your thing, Natasha.
All right. Oh, no pressure, Jen. Let's see.
Right? Let's see what you got
Oh,
today.
hold on. I
Natasha.
remember a certain lady jumping on my Sunday sessions, Natasha. No pressure.
I don't know what you're talking about. Collective memory. Let's see. What does Jen need? Of course, she's going to be my difficult one today.
Yes.
Mediumship? No. Channeling your spirit guides? No. Ooh, I could help with your ascension.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, let me see. What do you need? It came right to me. I was like, oh, ascension. Yep, you're going through that right now.
Mhm.
I need to more thoroughly clear you. Yeah. Sorry, I'm just scanning you. Okay, let me help you. Okay, so what I did is I replaced your chest area because people tend to carry emotional, anxiety, kind of everything, stress right in the chest area. Did you even know you were stressed?
No.
Yeah, you had like a whole bunch sitting like right here for some reason. Oh, past lives, not this life.
Fair.
Yeah. Okay, well, that should feel a little bit better. Yeah, it was like just complete block here for some reason. Okay, well, I replaced it so it'll loosen up. I'm not saying it's going to hold because if you're still dealing with past life, you got to do some past life work.
Always.
Always, I know. Me
Does-
too. I
does
just
that-
did something like 2 days ago.
Does that ever end? Like our past, like we're constantly having to work on our past lives, or do we not?
I just did it for myself 2
Yeah,
days ago.
that's
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Stuff comes up, right? So you heal something and then something new surfaces that you need to go through.
Well, exactly.
They become fewer and far between the further you go into your healing, but they do.
So mine's like hourly right now, is what you're saying.
Yes. Mine was very minute to minute back in my days, but yeah. So yeah, Jen, I'm getting there's 3 lifetimes, and I'm giving her homework.
Thanks.
I'm not going to do it for her. There's 3 lifetimes you need to look at. They're front and center. So go into your Akashic records and see what that's about and see what you have to rewrite to help this not happen again.
Awesome.
All right.
Thanks.
Excellent. Thanks, Jen. I'm going to send you a
Thank
message
you.
later this afternoon, Jen.
Okay, sounds good.
Excellent.
Okay.
Oh, I removed Natasha and not you.
Oh no.
Natasha,
Welcome
log back on. Stephen, hold on, please. I literally removed Natasha somehow.
I'm gonna leave.
Okay.
I'll leave so that they can come back in.
Natasha, come back. Oh, that's hilarious.
Yeah, you gonna report her as well?
No, I didn't report her though. I'm good. Oh, she's gonna laughing. Watch, she'll be laughing loudly as she comes back on here.
Not impressed.
I pushed the wrong button.
Kicked me out. Okay, I guess I'm not doing a very good job today.
You're doing an amazing job.
I'm just joking. Hi, Stephen. How are you, Stephen?
I'm
Long
good.
time no see.
I know it.
I feel like we just saw each other.
I think you know Stephen.
I do. Yes.
Yep. Yeah.
Let's see. Ooh, it's one of your guides. Have you been ignoring your guides a little bit lately? Just a
Not
little?
purposely.
Okay. That's not what they're saying. They're ratting on you.
God, don't you hate it? Guides have no filter. It's like, come on.
No. Well, it's not that they have no filter. They just can't hide any thoughts that they have from me. I'm all like, oh, what's going on?
Yeah.
So what you need from me is connection to your guides. More like I'm speaking for them. Yeah, they said they know there's a lot going on right now, but you need to dedicate more time to channeling them. They're actually really wanting to help you with everything that's going on right now, and that they have a lot of strong opinions they would like to offer. I like that, strong.
Go figure. A guide has a strong.
Open to them.
Yes, and that they actually would really like to assist you through this time right now. That if you could connect with them a little bit more than you are.
Okay.
Yeah, they're pretty adamant. There's actually like 3 of them standing beside me right now. They don't usually come in groups. They usually come one. So a group, Stephen, is not a good sign.
That's funny because I literally felt that. I was like, I'm not just getting one guide. I'm getting a bunch.
No, all 3 of them are standing like right here. And I'm
Yeah.
like, got it. Yeah, so just for people that don't know, they usually only come in one at a time. So when 3 come in, that's usually means business.
It's like, woo.
So Stephen, make sure you connect with your guides a lot more, okay? They really, they're quite worried about you. So connect in, hear what they have to say, and see if you can help it apply to what's going on right now. All right?
Thank you, Pastor. Yeah.
You're very welcome.
Awesome.
Stephen.
Thanks, Stephen.
Thanks, Kevin.
Let's see if I can get rid of Stephen and not Natasha.
Me?
Remove. That was weird. I don't know how I managed that.
I don't know.
but-
I was like, oh, he kicked me out.
what the heck? It was bizarre. I was like, okay, oh crap.
I was like, I see.
I see how this works, she says.
Oh, there we go. Hi, Pam.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm okay.
Good. Did you have something in mind?
Nope.
Well, your guide keeps going like, she wants to ask you something. And I'm like, okay, what does she want to ask me?
I think there was a question before, but I think you answered it. It was about the spirit. How do we start as spirits? Like what happened? Like how does that? We just kaboom, and all of a sudden we all became.
Oh, like a spiritual awakening, you mean?
No,
Well,
how did soul
Souls.
start?
Yeah, like.
Oh,
the Big
sorry,
Bang
how we
Theory.
all started. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's like, she has a question for you. And I was like, oh, okay, that's a new one. It's not usually how that works. Yes, well, I'm glad I answered that for you. Do you connect with your guides
Not very well, no.
personally? Okay,
No.
that's what's going on. Because she's like, I'd rather not have to ask this lady to ask her a question. I would rather be able to connect directly with you.
Yeah.
They're very, I'm just going to pull all of them in. Well, there's 2. I'm talking to your primary guide.
Yeah.
Usually that's the one that's the more bigger part in your life because they're the primary. And then the secondary is a male. And they would like to both, I don't know if that's something of interest to you, but they do really highly suggest that you pursue maybe even just channeling level 1 because that would connect you with them. Beyond that, that's obviously up to you, but they're really adamant that they want to connect with you one-on-one, like together, not through somebody else. They say they try to get your attention a lot. And I'm like, yeah, so
That's awesome.
maybe something to think about. They're giving you something to think about. Maybe think about starting your own spiritual journey and taking the next step. If you have started it, taking the next step and connecting with your guides. They really want to help you.
I think it's taking the next step. Is
Taking the next
yeah. I didn't want to tell Natasha before she actually started. Pam is my niece.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, she's the oldest of the nieces.
Yeah, well, you should
So
I really think you should maybe think about taking that channeling and connecting with your guides yourself.
yeah,
I think it's really, I think it'd be very beneficial for you, big time.
huge.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Kevin knows a guy that he can connect you with.
I do. I know a guy.
Ken Lewicki, he's great.
But his-
He is.
Okay.
He's amazing.
Yes.
Her stepdad. I don't know if he's not listed here yet. But he took Ken's introductory course,
Okay, yeah, that's a good start.
and then now he's coming to see you and Kim for a healing session soon.
Oh,
Oh,
awesome.
cool.
Yeah. So it's
Awesome.
I want to talk to you about that, Pam. Anyway,
Okay.
Thank you so much, Pam. You're the
Nice to
bestest.
meet
Love
you,
you.
Pam. Good luck.
Yeah. Thank you.
Boom. Who should we bring in next? Oh, let's go here for some reason.
Sure.
Just, I don't pick them. I really don't. Remember when I was talking about a lady I'm having next week on Sunday sessions,
Yes.
who does the I'm doing this hypnotism. she's gonna go. Oh, Kevin, come on.
Yeah.
This is the lady. Debbie is who's coming on next week. Oh, turn off your Facebook there, young lady.
Okay, just a minute. Just a minute.
See how far behind they are?
Okay. Except that Debbie's not quite coming on next week anymore. We have to talk.
Oh, we have to talk. Apparently Debbie's not coming on next week anymore. This is the first I'm hearing of it. We'll
Kevin,
talk
I have
later.
a message for you. She's not coming on.
I thought you would figure it out already.
Hold it, I have a psychic message.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Natasha. I'm gonna.
All right. Hi, Debbie. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Nice to meet you. Okay, yeah. There we go.
So I'm getting you've done some past life healing yourself, but I'm going to help you along a little bit.
Okay.
You actually have a lot of blocks in your Akashic records that should not be there.
Okay.
So I'm actually going to clear all those for you, and it's going to help you with helping your clients. Does that make sense?
Awesome.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what I'm going to do for you. Okay, so whatever blocks you have in there that don't belong in there, they're going, because you just should never have any. It really weighs down your, just kind of weighs down the informational flow, and you kind of feel stuck sometimes. So, okay, let me just go through and get rid of them all. Holy man, you have a lot. Okay, one more time. One more time.
One more time.
There we go. Okay, now I'm going to clear your higher self because that gets clogged up, and then I'm going to pull down the update.
Goosebumps.
Now I'm going to replace your higher self because it's damaged. All right. So you have no more blocks left in your Akashic records. I replaced your higher self because it was really full, and then when I cleared it, I could tell it was not optimal, like for functionality. So I basically swapped it out for a new one, and then I pulled down the updates of all the blocks going. So that'll help your clients going forward.
Okay.
Yes. Yeah.
That was really
Thank you.
bizarre because as you were doing that, the hair on my arm stood straight up. It was just bizarre. I was like, "Ooh, I can feel that."
Yeah, I used a lot of energy.
Yeah, I could feel it. I was, yeah. Let's chat in a little bit there, young lady.
Yes,
All
sir.
right. Nice to meet you, Debbie.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're very welcome.
Okay, bye-bye.
Can't make up what they need. It's
No,
different each
it's
one.
just, yeah. I know we're going over a little bit. Is that okay?
Yeah, that's
You're
fine.
still good?
Yeah, I'm still good.
Awesome. Tell me when you're not. Like, give me a.
I'll just sign off.
I'm out of here.
Yeah, gotta go.
Kevin's on his own. And it's funny because, I mean, when I do a mini reading, it's like I can connect to guides and I can have loved ones come across. But what you're doing is just so much above. It's amazing. I'm just loving this. I could do this all day. Hello, Alicia. Is that right? Did I say that
Hello.
right?
Alicia.
Alicia.
Hi, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right. Okay, let me just see. Oh, you're one of my harder ones to read. That's okay. I like a challenge. You're very guarded. Do you know that? You're very, that's actually not a good thing sometimes. You're very like, oh, I don't want her to just find anything. So
There are things that are hidden that I want to keep hidden.
yeah, and that happens a lot. Okay, what I'm gonna do for you, it's pretty front and center, is sometimes you have a lot of fear in your Akashic records, and that actually holds you back and makes you feel fearful in your current life, but you don't know why. and you're like, I don't know why I'm afraid to do this or go forward with the next step. So I'm actually going to do two things. I'm going to delete all fear and all emotions from your Akashic records because they shouldn't be in there. And then I'll update it for you, okay?
Okay.
All right. Now that one's going to take a bit because basically I got it started and it's basically going to go through your Akashic records. And it's kind of like sparks going off and it's just taking out anything that shouldn't be in there. Fear, lower emotions is what we call them. I cleared your higher self, so that'll help kind of update it quicker for you when it's done. All right. So if you have a lot of unknown emotions come up or you're emotional over just silly stuff, that's okay. You're just processing. And then, yeah, maybe think about coming to see me for a session.
Okay.
I think I can help you with a lot of stuff that's going on in your life right now. Okay.
Okay. Thank
That's
you.
awesome.
All right. Nice to meet you.
Nice
Good
to meet you too.
job. I'm just going to go from this one
To the next.
to the next.
Shelby.
You must know who that is.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, Shelby. It might not be the Shelby you're thinking. There's more than one person in the world named Shelby.
Okay. Well, we'll be pleasantly surprised. Your camera's on. Shelby.
And Facebook
Yes,
is
and
on.
Facebook is definitely behind.
That's awesome.
There, shut off Facebook. That's way too distracting.
It is.
If
yeah.
you can turn your
You need
camera
to turn your
on.
video on.
Oh, didn't I?
Nope.
I thought
No,
I did.
not yet.
It's
There you
supposed
go.
to go on. Hey,
Oh, look, Kevin, I'm right.
Go figure.
yeah, go figure. Hey.
How are you, Shelby?
Yeah, I'm okay. How are you doing?
I'm all right.
Yeah, working hard.
Yeah.
She
Or is
is.
it hardly working?
I don't know. Maybe a little bit of both.
She's working hard this afternoon. I can feel
I'm having
it.
fun doing it, so it's hard
Yeah.
to say I'm working hard.
Isn't that the truth? When you're having fun doing stuff like this, it just doesn't feel
does.
like work.
No, it's not the
No.
same, right?
Yeah.
Shelby, I'm going to let you ask me something.
Oh God.
That's funny because
Okay.
Is something bothering you the most right now that your guide's
Yeah.
telling me, and you want me to help you with it? So you go ahead.
Yeah, it's my child.
Okay.
They're having trouble with, well, basically they're starving to death. Like
Okay.
literally. Like she's having a lot of trouble with eating foods. Her body keeps rejecting it, and she's because of that, she's struggling with depression and anxiety because she can't get the nutrition in her body to balance her body. I just don't, and I don't know, maybe it's not even my place to even help her. I just mostly sit back and I feel helpless. I feel helpless.
Yeah,
Like,
and that's
really.
hard as a mother. I
It
understand
is.
that.
you, as a parent, period.
As a parent, yes.
Yes.
Well, and especially because she's 19 now. You know.
So what I can do is, obviously I can't do too much because it's
Yeah.
she's not asking me to.
Yeah, no,
What
I
I'm
know.
gonna do is I'm gonna clear her fully, and then I'm gonna suggest, like, she's gonna really need some big help.
Yeah, well, I know. But I guess that's the thing for me. I just don't know what to do, who to go to. I mean, I'm struggling with myself and the same thing. So,
Okay, let me clear her first, okay?
yeah.
Is it okay if I talk while you do that, Natasha?
Yep.
Cool. And Shelby, I'm going to kind of pick up on something you said there. I don't know where to go to. And I think that's a big issue. We have our traditional medical field, and if they fail us, we feel like, oh, well, what I'm feeling isn't real. And
Yeah.
it's too bad. I mean, I'm 56 years old, and it took me 56 years to realize there's something else out there. I'm going to get emotional. And it sucks that someone, a mom, a parent of any kind, has a 19-year-old in 2021 and says, I don't know where to turn. Because there's all kinds of help. I can feel it. And I think Natasha felt it as soon as you said it, because we both got that same look in her eye. There's help for both of you, and it's here.
Yeah, Shelby, I think, we'll have to reach out. We'll have to talk
Yeah.
outside of this.
Yeah.
I did clear. So clearing somebody's fine. I did psychically ask her permission, just for your viewers, so they don't think that
Yeah.
it was invasive. It's very non-invasive. I'm just clearing everything from them. It's most 99.99% of people say yes when I ask them psychically. Who doesn't want to feel a little bit better for
Well,
the day?
exactly.
So, yeah. So Shelby, I cleared her, and
I try and help her where I can, but lately I can't.
Yeah, it's a hard one, right?
I think Shelby needs to reach out to Natasha.
Jen, I already did.
Yeah, Jen.
For me.
Yeah.
For me, I don't know. Yeah. I get, I guess I get that it's not so much about my daughter as it is me, because I'm the one who's struggling with keeping my distance and not forcing my beliefs and, all that on
letting
her.
Yeah. She's
Letting her
involved.
find her way.
It's tough when we have kids. I mean, I have a 28-year-old and a 26-year-old, and I still want them to, I know best. Parents know best, and we don't, unfortunately. I mean, we think we do. We don't always know best. So sometimes, wow, that's a message for me. That was really loud and clear. Whoa.
I think that's a message for a lot of us.
Yeah.
Well, and that's
yeah.
it. It's hard because, like, this morning she broke down crying because she hasn't eaten and she's just starving, but she doesn't know what to eat. She has no energy to make food. I have no energy to make food.
Yeah.
So
you just you're taking the right steps, but yeah, maybe reach out to me on Facebook. Okay, Shelby?
Yeah. Good plan.
All right.
Okay.
Thanks,
Okay.
Shelby.
Yeah.
luck,
Thank
Shelby.
you. Yeah.
All right.
Thanks.
Nice seeing you.
Yeah.
I just want to touch on something you brought up there about you wanted to make sure the audience knew that you can't help someone when they don't give us permission. It's not something. I don't even think. Is it possible? Like, could you, if you were not ethical, could you invade their space? I'll say, and it's probably the wrong word.
Most practitioners, no.
Yeah, it's just not done.
No.
Right? Yeah.
But
Yeah. You have to want.
It's a polite thing, right? I just, I touched in with her and I just said, is it okay if I cleared you? And then basically I'm talking to her higher self or another aspect of her.
Yes.
And she's like, yes, please.
Yeah.
And she did say please. So.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome. That was a tough one. That wouldn't have affected me. So.
Yeah, I know Shelby well, so
yeah.
I'll reach out to her.
Thank
myself.
you, because I think that's an important one.
It is. Yeah.
Cool. Danielle. Oh, where did you go? I thought I heard her say hi.
Hello.
Oh,
There she is.
Hi, Danielle.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. All right.
Sorry I was late, Kevin. I was late today.
Well, you're here now, so.
As long as you're here.
You know what? For some reason, and I don't begin to understand why lifetimes come up to me, because there's no point, because it makes sense to the person, not me. There's a lifetime coming up where you drowned in the ocean, and I'm actually going to delete it because it's actually affecting you a lot. And that's usually why a lifetime comes up front and center. Yeah, I don't know why I had to watch that, but I did.
That's really weird because I've always been attracted to the water. I've taught swimming lessons and lifeguarded and done all sorts of things. It's not,
I know.
Interesting.
And it's it's not always about how you died. It's about if it was traumatic or not. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that's a traumatic transition is what I'm getting, is what is actually affecting you. It's actually not the water part, it's the traumatic transition. So when you die suddenly, sometimes your soul doesn't quite bounce back from that, because either you got lost, that's what it is, you got lost for a bit after, so that means you got stuck in between.
Yeah.
And that causes a lot of issues. You finally did eventually cross over, obviously, because you've incarnated again. And that was only 4 lifetimes ago, so that was actually quite recent. Yeah. Okay, so when there's traumatic transitions, we call them. So like birth is a traumatic transition. So that's why you never remember your birth, because it's traumatic, let's face it. But then there's also traumatic death transitions too that can actually affect you. All right, so I'm gonna delete that part for you because it just doesn't need to be there anymore.
Okay.
All right, that's gone and updated. I just rewrote most of it, and then I just kind of delete the part that was affecting you, which was the transition part. It was the being lost. I don't know why, it doesn't usually affect people, but for some reason it was really affecting you. I'm just trying to figure out affecting you how. Because you've actually got me intrigued now why it was affecting you so much that I had to delete it altogether.
I honestly don't know a lot about past lives. I've been intrigued by it my whole life, but I don't know much about it.
Yeah, because past lives can affect a lot of your present life. A lot, actually, more than people realize. You gotta realize you probably have had hundreds of lifetimes, and there's no way you can keep transitioning every time and not having, or incarnating, sorry, and having that not affect you in the next life. So I'm getting it was kind of stopping you from being fully open is what I'm getting. That's the part that was affecting you. Though that was why it was affecting you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's interesting. I've actually never had that come up before. So thank you. You just taught me something new today. I was like, I've never had to delete this before.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Thanks, Danielle.
Yeah, thanks, Danielle.
my American viewer.
Oh,
now you're in.
On the run.
Yeah, usually you're in your car waiting for your kid to get out of ice hockey.
Hockey is over until the next season, and we got our medal, and we're done for a little bit.
Nice. Hockey.
Awesome.
Did you hear that? Hockey.
Yeah, I did. I caught that.
That's awesome.
The toilet in, nothing too exciting.
There you go. Thanks.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Yep.
Okay, we have 5 more to go through. Is that okay with you, Natasha?
Yeah, we should. Yeah, because then it'll take us about 3:30. That's perfect.
Yeah, that should be perfect. Yeah. Let's just get them in. It's really bizarre when you're doing the clearing. I can actually feel it. I can, which is amazing. I can feel the energy, which I never. Obviously, I felt it when you cleared my energy when we had our session with Kim there. But I didn't realize that I would be able to feel as you're clearing somebody else's energy, which is really neat.
Yeah, I guess it's just like kind of my energy is expansive, so it just hard
yeah,
to.
It's kind of cool. Hello, Kathy.
There we go.
There we go.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
Where are you tuning in from, Kathy?
Hello. From Aldergrove, BC.
She's freezing up on us.
Yeah, freezing.
There we go. Where are you from?
Aldergrove, BC.
Aldergrove, BC. Awesome.
Oh, what's going on here? She keeps freezing for me.
Does she?
Yeah. Okay, I think that's better.
Okay, you go ahead.
I only caught half, so I was like, oh, something's freezing. How are you guys today?
Oh, good.
Good. Oh.
Yeah, here in BC.
Oh,
yeah, she's really.
I can't understand.
Yeah, it's really a bad reception, Kathy.
It is.
I'm going to pop Kathy back in
Bummer.
Sorry.
in the waiting room and see if we can go back to her.
Yeah.
Sorry, Kathy. I think I know who this person is, but I'm not positive. Yeah, it's hard when the connection on the internet is bad.
Yeah, I wasn't catching anything she was saying, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's tough. It's really tough. It was funny. I was doing a reading yesterday for a client, and for the first time ever, my camera cut out. I could still hear her perfect.
But the camera.
My camera just disabled, and we finished the session because we were about halfway through the session.
Yeah.
Soon as her grandma moved away,
Oh.
my camera came back on.
Yes, interference from.
It was
yes.
insane.
Oh,
I've never felt it before. It was like,
yeah.
Okay, that was.
She must
spooky.
have been a very strong transmitter.
She was
With her
like
energy.
the
Yeah.
power I felt when she came in was massive. So,
Good.
Jen. Oh,
No,
she's
it's
just
not.
connecting to audio. I wonder if it's us, but we're hearing each
You
other.
and I are fine.
Yeah.
I can hear you fine. Yeah.
There we go.
Hi, Jen.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm good, thanks.
Good.
Where are you tuning in from, Jen?
Black Falls.
Black Falls,
Okay.
Alberta.
Not too far, or
No.
far, or however you want to put it. All right. Sorry, I'm just going to tune into you.
Yeah.
Black Falls is a beautiful, beautiful area.
Holy, you have an intense primary guide. Like, I thought it was a male energy, but I was like, no, that's definitely female. She's just larger than life, I'll say is the politically correct term. She's just like kind of like, she's probably like 6'5", like standing next to me. And I'm like,
You kind of want to do this and move over.
yeah, I'm
right?
like,
Like,
hey, what's up?
yes. It's like,
Speaking of intense energy.
Back up a little bit.
Yeah, it's like I can hear you from afar.
We don't need to bring you close, like Natasha said.
Yeah. All right. What does your primary guide like to tell you? Because clearly that's what we're doing in this session. Let's see. She just keeps saying the same thing over and over again, so I'll just say it. I keep asking her to like kind of give a little bit more information with it, but she won't. She's pretty straightforward, like direct. Like so she's telling me to tell you to listen more. But
Okay.
I don't really know if it's to her or to things going on in your life. I'm kind of getting both. But you need, oh, there we go. She gave me another word. Thank goodness. She said, pay attention more.
Yeah.
It's pay attention and listen more. Clearly you're needing guidance or need to be aware of, that's what it is, aware of situations around you right now. So instead of, so she's telling me instead of speaking, listen more. You'll gain more knowledge from those situations. You'll be, the more informed you are, the better the decision you're going to be able to make. And she's like, tell her again, listen more.
Is she just repeating that to you constantly?
Yes.
Because that's what I'm
Yes.
getting. It's like, listen,
Yes.
listen, listen, listen,
Yes.
listen.
And I'm like, okay, one
it.
time's fine.
Well, it's
I
funny.
think she doesn't think I can hear her.
And she keeps going 2 years, 1 month. 2 years,
Yeah.
1 month. And I'm like, okay, I get it. I'm sure Natasha does
She's
too.
very intense. Yep. You have a very, forward guide. So that's not a bad thing. So maybe pay attention to that guide's presence.
Apparently.
It's pretty strong. I don't know if you could miss it.
That's awesome. Thank you, Jen.
Thank you very much.
Nice meeting you.
Let's have a nice day.
You too. I just realized I hadn't breathed the whole session.
You were just, I was like, oh, that was exhausting.
No, I just was like, I was so intensified by this person's
Well, yeah.
presence. I was like, I got to breathe.
Oh, I do that so often where I'm just like going 100 miles an hour in a session and then I'm like, oh, breathe. I forgot to breathe.
I'm bad at that.
Oh, I'm in already.
You're in already. Turn
You're
your
in.
camera on.
Oh, I thought I was. Oh, hold on. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there we go. Hi, Angie.
Hi, how are you?
How are you? I'm good.
Good. Just trying to enjoy some of this sunshine.
I know, I'm kind of jealous.
Yeah, me too.
Well, I'm in Vancouver and it's usually raining.
It's like
Yeah.
a Vancouver day out here. It's all cloudy
Yeah.
and icky.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if I'd get on or not because we were out at Home Depot buying things for the house.
Oh, that's important too. Sunday stuff, right?
Yeah.
All right, let me.
Not right now.
Okay, so before you, while you were signing on, all I got was the word projects. And I was like, okay, that doesn't really mean anything to me. Sometimes I just get random words. They usually make sense later. And something about procrastination, and I can help you with that. So you have blocks in your Akashic records, which basically stop you from going forward and finishing things.
Correct.
Letting them flow naturally, like they should. Health, financial, there's endless blocks in your Akashic records. So yeah, you're going to be another one where I'm just going to delete and get rid of all your blocks, and then I'll pull that forward. All right?
Okay.
Okay.
It's amazing how I can feel that energy just kind of soaring through the room in my room here. It looks like it's a beautiful day in Maple Ridge there, young lady.
No, Langley.
Langley, sorry. I was close.
But Maple Ridge has the same sun, so you're good.
There you go.
All right. There you go. So I cleared them all, and then I actually brought them down to help them update faster. And that should help you with all your projects, however that might be. I don't get that much detail.
There's a lot of stuff. Medically, yeah. Okay. Personally, yeah. There's a lot of stuff.
I got multifaceted projects, and I was like, all right, sure.
She's on a mission. I know it. She's
I'm on a mission. Yeah.
She's on a mission.
About those missions.
Well, hopefully that helps them along a little bit better.
Oh, I hope so, because I'm at a loss right now for a lot of things.
Yeah, that'll just give you a little bit more clarity.
Yeah, it will.
Yeah.
Okay.
Awesome.
Right. Enjoy your day there in the beautiful Vancouver area, Angie. Over here with the crappy weather.
Well, we have it for the whole week, and then I don't know what happens after that.
Yeah,
so.
then who knows?
Awesome. Thank you.
See ya.
Nice to meet you.
There we go. Oh, we had her. There we go.
Hello.
Thank you for having me. Thank you for doing.
Oh, no problem. Let's see what you need today.
Marina, you are viewing or logging in from back east, are you not?
Yeah, Quebec.
Quebec. Beautiful. Quebec. How are you, young lady?
I'm good. I'm glad to be catching this fun. Reminded me.
Awesome.
I'm actually going to rewrite anything health related from your past lives.
Yes.
Yeah. There's a lot. It's coming through quite rampant. So
yeah.
Just give me a second. I'm just going to go through and I'm going to rewrite every lifetime that you had any health issues, and then I'll help it bring it forward and update quicker. Oh man.
There's a lot.
No, sometimes I see a lot of stuff I don't really want to see.
Oh.
You got to think a couple hundred years ago.
Things weren't as good as they are now.
How they dealt with medical problems.
Yeah.
I'm just going to delete those. Okay. So I ended up deleting a few experiences you had medically, like way back in the day, because we can just use our imagination on how traumatic those experiences can be going in, like, compared to this lifetime.
Oh yeah.
And then I rewrote all the rest and deleted all the emotions around it too. And then I brought it down and updated it quicker for you. I'm getting that's going to help you quite a bit with whatever's going on in your life. So, yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you. That was a good one.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
Take care, young lady.
All right. Nice to meet you, Irina. Obviously, I hit on something there with her, but it was
Is
a
that
lot.
somebody? Is that your little one running back and forth?
Oh, sorry. Can you hear that?
I was like, what is that noise?
That's my son.
It's the spirits.
Yes, it's my
The spirits.
that hang
The
out my
spirits
house.
are knocking. Can't you hear them?
Yeah, sorry, that's my kid.
That's awesome.
He must have got his second wind.
Oh, that's awesome.
Mr.
Mr. Miller.
Hey, Kevin.
Hello.
I
Hi, Michael.
Pleased to meet you, Natasha.
I
Yes,
don't
you
know
too,
if
Michael.
you've been listening the whole time, Michael, but I was talking about you just a little bit ago.
I just came on when you were starting. Yeah.
Okay. So this is Pam's stepdad.
Okay, the name looks familiar, so yeah,
Yes.
I guess we're seeing you next week.
Is it?
Yeah.
Is it next week?
Or
Yeah, on Wednesday, I believe. Yeah.
okay, yeah, I wasn't really. I can't remember everybody, but I knew the name sound familiar. I'm like, oh, Michael Miller. I swear I just saw that name like a couple days ago.
You did. Yes. This is.
Perfect. All right, Michael. Well, I guess I'll give you a little taste, and I'm talking teeny tiny of what actually is going to happen.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I'm gonna rewrite some of, I call it general trauma. So it's trauma that's front and center for past lives. So it could be a mixture of anything, but it's the ones that are affecting you the most at this time and moment.
Yeah.
So I'm sure once I rewrite them, many more will resurface. But I'm getting it's trauma that's affecting you the most. So maybe then by the time I see you next, you'll have a whole
new trauma.
New trauma to rewrite. Yeah, so I usually call this general trauma. That's the terminology I use. So I'm going to rewrite them all if I have to delete some moments, and then delete all the emotion, and then I'll update it and bring it down. Okay?
Perfect. Thank you.
All right. All right.
That was good. I could feel that.
It was a lot of emotion, actually.
Yeah.
It wasn't the actual rewrites of the trauma. It was the emotion that you were carrying from those traumas into this lifetime. That's most of it. That's what I had to delete the most of was emotion.
So when you rewrite this, when you're saying rewrite, you don't take away the experience we've gained from that lifetime. You just take away the emotion that's attached to it.
Or if it's a really traumatic event that you don't need to learn any experiences from, like if you get your head chopped off by instance, do you really need to remember that?
No. Yeah.
What experience did you learn from that? Don't get your head cut off next time. So not that that's what I saw in yours, Michael. I'm just using it. That's for some reason, that's the image that came to me.
Well, that goes back to speak less and listen more. Then you don't get your head chopped off.
Exactly. Especially back in those days.
Yes.
Yeah, so sometimes we do rewrite the actual experience to make it not as traumatic, so the body can just help release that trauma and the emotion. But deleting emotions is usually the bigger part too.
That's awesome. I look forward to hearing how the session went, Michael.
Yeah, I'll touch base with you for sure.
That's awesome. Awesome.
Well, meet you, and I guess we'll see you soon.
All right, sounds good. Thanks very much, folks.
Thanks, Michael.
Okay, I feel really bad because I made this young gentleman wait, and he was like logged on, one of the first ones, but because I'm me and he's him, I made him wait. It is. I did. I made him wait. There's still Kathy, and we're going to try to reconnect with Kathy one last time. But I made Graham wait. He had to sit through everybody else, and he was one of the first ones to actually log on.
Oh, poor Graham.
I know. I'm so mean to him.
That's fine. Hello.
That's
Hi, Graham.
fine.
Hi.
Long time no see.
My American buddy, how are you?
Pretty good, man.
That's good. That's good.
How you been feeling?
Yeah, I've been feeling better. I just had a session with Natasha and Kim on Thursday, and
Good. You're still feeling?
it's my eating stuff.
Yeah. But you're
Yeah,
still feeling all right? Are you still processing since Thursday?
Yeah, maybe a bit.
Okay, that's
But I
nothing
feel
wrong with that.
good.
Good.
Yeah,
Then that's all that matters. Still using source energy?
that's been helpful, actually. Source energy.
It's amazing how that works.
Well, and I'm able to channel kind of nonstop now. So
Yep, because it's unlimited energy. It's just there at your disposal.
yeah.
You feel
Okay.
way lighter, Graham. Like we had a conversation before he went and talked to you and Kim and Natasha, and you feel way lighter. Like your presence is way just lighter. You feel like weight's been lifted off your shoulder, which is awesome.
Because you're surrounding yourself with source energy, like you're just letting it flow and come in and
there's nothing running around all over the place.
No.
Which is good.
All right, so since we like to bug Graham, because that's always fun, let me see. I'm going to check your chi energy to begin with.
Oh yeah.
No. Can't lie to me. It's pretty low already. I'm getting you're doing better at using source, but gotcha. Okay, I can help with that. Okay. So I'm going to delete the habit of using your chi energy because you're using source, but you're still using your own energy.
So I'm doing both.
You're doing both now because
At
you're
the
already
same
down
time?
to like 50%, and we just filled you up on Thursday. Okay, so let me delete the habit first. Okay. And then I deleted the moment you decided that was a good idea. It was many, many, many lifetimes ago, so that should help too. Okay. And then let me refill your chi energy again. Okay. It's full up again. I deleted the habit and deleted the moment you decided that was a good idea because that came up right away. So I don't think we took care of that. And then I updated it. So that should help.
Can I ask too, how can I know when I'm using my chi energy?
That's a good question.
That's a great question.
How you're using it. Try asking your guide. So ask your guide right now, could they tell you the difference between when you're channeling using your own energy or source energy? What did they say?
Yeah, they can tell me. Yeah.
Okay. So then just for a little bit till it turns into a new way of life, just for the first probably week, I want you to start channeling, ask your guides first. Am I using my energy or am I using source energy? And then eventually it'll just become like breathing. Yeah.
I feel like when I'm using my chi energy, it's like I'm bringing it up from my stomach, kind of, and using it. Would that be accurate?
Yeah, but it still shouldn't have been that low. So to me, that means it was being used again for channeling because your body, yes, uses your chi energy to heal, but it doesn't take that much away from it. So yeah. So just check in with your guides for the next week. Just make sure that you're
connecting properly.
Using the right energy source. But other than that, really good work.
Thank you.
Awesome, buddy.
It's been
Thanks,
fun
Greg.
watching you work today, Natasha.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate that.
That's awesome.
that. And I said, oh, I've had the flu shot. I
Let's
said,
see
probably every. And
if
you
we-
know,
Yeah.
2 years.
Kathy.
Hi, Kathy.
Hi.
What a beautiful sky.
Uh-oh.
No,
I don't think
we're not going to get it, Kathy, unfortunately. Yeah, no, it's just too.
Oh,
I can't hear anything.
No, I can't either, Kathy.
Sorry,
Sorry, Kathy.
You know what, Kathy? It's fine. I don't need to physically talk to you. Let me just see what I can do for you so that you don't, I
Yeah.
can still do something for you, okay? You'll just have to listen and there won't be much interaction. Okay, Kathy, let's see. What do you need? Rewrites around finances are coming up. That's the first for today. Usually that one comes up a lot, but this is the first one of today.
Yeah.
So I'm going to rewrite any financial kind of negative lifetimes or unbalanced, and then I'll pull that forward for you. And then I'll get rid of any financial blocks too. All right. Oh, it's emotions.
Emotions around the money?
Oh, yes, there's lots of them.
Oh, really? Okay. Interesting.
People attach emotion to finances
Of course. I mean,
constantly, and it affects you so much.
you ask 10 couples what's the biggest thing that they have disagreements about, and it's going to be money.
Yeah, and
Right?
that's what it is. It's just anything, any arguments or disagreements around money, or you get emotionally attached to whether you're not doing great in one lifetime and great in the next.
Yes.
It's endless. So Kathy, let me just clear your higher self and pull that down. All right, Kathy, I'm sorry we couldn't talk directly, but I did clear all your financial
felt
blocks and rewrote all your financial past lives that were not so great and brought that forward for you. So hopefully that
Awesome.
helps. Yeah.
Natasha, I thank you so much. I know we went like 40 minutes past when we said we were going to, but thank you so much. It's been just a blast doing this with you today.
I had a lot of fun, actually. It was good for me too. So thank you so much for having me on.
And for anybody that wants to get a hold of Natasha, the easiest way to do it is Employed by Angels on Facebook or employedbyangels.com. It's a great website. I kind of went through their website this morning, and it's probably one of the most user-friendly websites that I've seen. So whoever did your website, give them kudos. And don't forget, next week, what day next week is Infinity Healing?
It's on the Thursday, April 15th.
April 15th. You can find that on Employed by Angels. It's a great one to log on to, and it'll be well worth your time, the hour and 20 minutes or so.
All about fear and rewrites about fear and anything in your body fear related. It's going to be a really, really interesting one for
That's
sure.
awesome. I'm looking forward to that one. I'm coming on that one for sure. Natasha, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Take care.
Thanks, Kevin.
You're
Thanks, everybody.
welcome. I'm going to remove you now and do it properly.
Okay.
And not report you.
Thank you.
Okay, people, that was absolutely amazing. I want to thank everybody that stuck with us through that hour and 40 minutes. It went way longer than I thought, but we couldn't quit. It was just too much fun. So until next week, it's kind of going to be up in the air what we do next week now. So I will update what we're going to do, and have a great week. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you want to book a session with me, my Facebook is Cavelli Channeling, or you can go to CavelliChanneling.com and you can book. I do 1 hour sessions and half-hour sessions. I don't get into past life, so please don't. If you want to book a session for a past life reading, go to Natasha. But I do medium reading, and I do connect with your spirit guides. Again, Cavelli Channeling and CavelliChanneling.com. Take care, everybody, and we will see you next Sunday at 2 p.m. Mountain Time.